Listen, I'm only human. On occasion, I overlook albums for a number of months and return to them only to discover that I made a huge, fucking massive oversight. This is one of those occasions.
Just before it, rather than
Tether is the debut album from Los Angeles-based Annahstasia, and when it was released back in June, it received pretty universal critical acclaim, which begs the question, how did I fucking miss this? Because in one word, wow. Annahstasia has an incredibly unique voice that you rarely hear in all genres of music, let alone folk music, that extends from a low, hoarse rumble to soaring belts. It is so animated and resonant that you can feel every microgram of emotion in her singing. But what's really interesting is what she does or doesn't do with it. Instead of letting her voice just run free, she measures out every syllable, every vibrato, and every run so that her lyrics are delivered with maximum efficiency and potency. And for what it's worth, those lyrics are efficient and especially potent to begin with. With just simple wording and imagery, the songs on Tether are brimming over with emotion. By and large, they depict conflict with the self and with others, the having of difficult feelings, and the desire to cast those feelings off. For example, Take Care of Me is a plea for devotion and gentleness in the face of the narrator's own fragility, that crescendos ever so gently into this stirring emotional outro. Meanwhile, Unrest sees Annahstasia walking a tightrope between self-assuredness and comfort on the verses and quiet, cutting anxiety on the chorus. The twin acoustic guitars on this track are one of many fine examples of the use of the instrument on this record, especially when it comes to fingerpicking. Opener Be Kind does this especially well with its spare, almost Hayley Hendrix-esque beginning, but Annahstasia takes this beyond the conventional of contemporary folk music with her husky rumble of a voice and lyrics that depict kind of an origin story. The song drops away about 2 minutes in and leaves us with something entirely different, as Annahstasia plucks out exquisite syllables laying out the terms and conditions of a relationship. Percussion is mostly avoided across the earlier parts of the runtime here, so that when it does kick in on the Obongjar featuring Slow, it really packs a punch. This particular track gives way to the fuller band sounds of Waiting and Overflow, the latter of which is a personal favourite of mine, calling to mind Tracy Chapman in its brightly strummed guitar. The closing track, Believer, is also a highlight, taking shape as this big indie rock track full of distorted guitars, and its climax is awe-inspiring as we're given a taste of what Annastasia's voice can do when she really lets rip, as she ad-libs over a gospel choir repeating the totemic lyric of the song, Can I Be Lonely Here With You? It's a transcendent moment that sees Annahstasia letting a lot of the emotions that she's been trying to shrug off throughout the record come home to roost. Tether is a gorgeous album, and Annahstasia is absolutely one I'll be keeping my eye on. If, like me, you have missed out on this over the last couple of months, take this opportunity to go and spin this record. You won't regret it.